Hey everybody, welcome to the stream and welcome to my 400th stream special. Yeah, I mean, if you've been following the channel for a while now, you might have noticed that I usually leave the special games for these milestone streams. Like, first 100 stream special was like my Windows 3.11 games that I usually played. 200th stream special was MSX. 300th stream special was the build level editor that I play around with a lot. So this one is Stunt Island, a game that really meant a lot to me in my childhood. Hey, okay, Richard, welcome. So yeah, this game, I mean, it's really a lot more than a game. I mean, might sound a bit cheesy, might sound like I'm overselling it. I mean, it looks like you're just controlling a plane. So I guess it's kind of like a mix between a flight simulator and Pilot Wings. But it actually is more than that. It is a rudimentary 3D animation program and video editor. And just so you know how complex the game is, this is a booklet. This is the booklet that came with my multimedia kit that came with my old PC's CD-ROM drive. My very first PC CD-ROM drive came with a multimedia kit. Look at this. Look. They're really selling it like, oh, CD-ROM technology is so amazing. And in this kit came a couple of games that I've already streamed, actually. It came with Alone in the Dark, Battle Chess, ESS Mega, and Stunt Island. This is the last game from that multimedia kit that I haven't streamed yet. And just so you have an idea, this here, let me check, yeah. Equipment, no landing. Here we go. This is the part of the manual, of the Stunt Island manual. This booklet contains the manual of all the games that come included. So this is the thickness of the booklets, of the pages of the manual for Alone in the Dark, Battle Chess, ESS Mega, and a couple of the other software combined. The rest of the booklet is just the Stunt Island manual. It actually the Stunt Island manual actually had like over 100 pages, and I had to reread them all just to relearn how to operate the many functionalities of this game. Hey. Your 2018 PC is still very fast. Does everything quickly. I mean, I guess it depends on the rest of what else you're trying to run. I mean, if you're trying to run older stuff, I mean, you're going to see in this game, this game has a lot of functionalities to kind of adjust to older PCs. Like you can adjust the graphic detail and if objects cast shadow or not, because that was too computationally expensive and older machines might not be able to run it well. But yeah, nowadays, with my current PC, it makes no difference. I can just put everything on max settings. kind of funny how quaint it seems. Like, oh, you should only use this option if you have a very fast PC. No, not a problem nowadays. So yeah, took quite a lot of preparation to get myself reacquainted with this game, but now I believe I'm ready. Let's check it out. Stunt Island. And yeah, it is a Disney interactive game.
We're not ready for you. Okay, we're ready. Quiet on the set. Speed and action.
Look at those graphics. Whoops.
Cut. Let's try it again. Quiet on the set. Speed and action.
By the way, this is the MIDI version of the music. I prefer it over the normal version. More nostalgic, I guess.
Great flying, kid. Awesome. Cut. That's a wrap.
1992. So yeah, pretty old game. There you go. Do you want to be in the competition? So this is kind of like the career mode of this game. I might do it later, but maybe not now. I'll pick no. Are you going to do your own editing? Maybe later, but not now as well. Right now I want to give a tour of the island. Let's check out. Right now we're in the production building screen with this big toucan. And you have a bunch of signs that's set design, stunt coordinator, ferry, housing, airfield, and post-production. So you can go inside the production building. Here we have stunt pilot competition standings. This is if I had entered the career mode. Here we have stunt coordinator and set design. So we're going to check this later. And stunt coordinator, yeah, we will check. We'll talk to him later. I mean, we can visit him right now, and then accept a few stunts just to see what they're like.
Okay, Ace. Congratulations. You made it to the show.
Yeah. So we can, right now I'm going to decline. I'm not going to accept any, but look at his office. Smokes a lot of cigars, I guess. So yeah, the interface is very, very reminiscent of those point-and-click adventure games, I guess, where you click where you want to go and you switch to another screen where you're already there. So we can go with housing. This is where we're going to be staying while we are at the island. A little house. Hey, we got a message.
Please, stay on the line for a very important message from the U.S. Express credit card.
Getting spam calls. Oh, so yeah, ledger and daily standing are also things that will be used for the career mode. So yeah, not much to do here if I'm not in the competition. So click on the keys to leave. Can go to the post-production building where these two theater and editing are inside the buildings, but these are just like shortcut links to that. And here's the other areas: production, housing, airfield. So if you go inside the post-production building, you can go to the theater or go to the editing room. The vault room is not accessible, but that's just where the movies are stored. So yeah, we are going to go to the editing room later. For now, I'm gonna check out the airfield. There's Hall of Fame where if you have a bunch of people playing this. Right now there are no scores. I mean, it's recently installed, but if we have like a bunch of siblings playing the same game, each one with a different name, or a different pilot name, this will display all their scores if you want to compete with each other. And this is the Stunt Island airfield where you can...
What plane do you want to scout locations with?
You can select between all of these planes to fly around the island. Just no strings attached, just no mission, no objective, just fly wherever you want. Until you either cancel with ESC or you crash. A lot of options here, including duck and pterodactyl. Yeah, not all of these are planes. A shuttle on 747. I might check out a few of them later. And lastly, we have the ferry, which is if you want to leave the game, leave the island, exit the game, leave on ferry. So if I click here, I want to end the game, I say yes. If I start a new game, no. Even got a cool jacket. Yeah, Disney software, not Disney Interactive. The assembly line. Yeah, no, I won't make illegal copies. I own of course, a physical CD-ROM with this game, but I also got it on GOG. Although the GOG version has copy protection where you have to consult plain information on the manual before you input certain information from the manual before you start the game. So I'm using a kind of a mix between the GOG version and my original version, so I don't have to do that. Okay, let's go back in.
Hold, we're not ready for you.
I can skip the intro. Yeah, hang on. Yeah, we can. I guess we can go to the theater and watch some movies. How about that? Can give an idea of what kind of movies we can be making with this game actually. So we got here are our movies that come included. Let's see. Check out this one, Train Tunnel. Quite the acrobatic maneuvers fly between the ceiling of the tunnel and the top of the train. The audience seemed to like it. So yeah, these are a couple of stunts that you might, I might actually perform later. Highway. Let's see, country. Let's try. Uh-oh. Ooh, that stunt did not go well. Or maybe it did, it was just fake. They just faked the plane explosion. Balloon. And yeah, you can actually be a paraglider. Control. There are a couple of stunts that you have to control where you land. The highway bomb. Check out highway. Yeah, really just short movies with like short scenes of movies that you supposedly filmed on the island. And there's the duck. Hey, Norman. SIPD, Stunt Island Police Department. I'm just watching a movie here, I'm not controlling anything. And the duck drops egg bombs. Whoa. Temple OS? I never heard of it. Oh, this is a game from 1992, so very rudimentary 3D. So all the scenes that we saw, yeah, this is a very simple one, just a plane landing on an airport. But all the scenes that we saw so far, they're all in the same location, one singular 3D environment, that is Stunt Island. So there's this location film that kind of showcases a few of the many places that you can find on Stunt Island. Scouting locations. Helicopter with camera. Here's I have a Golden Gate Bridge, forest, farm. So the story goes that this is actually an island, entire island made with props. None of these are real places or real buildings. This is an island that they built just for filming stunts safely, without having to actually go to real locations. So you've got a variety of places, UN building, army camps, tunnels over railways, large cities, castle. Oil platform. I think this is the LAX airport. Football stadium. Got forests. Alcatraz Island. A movie studio. Power plants, I think. Highways. So yeah, this is just showcasing a variety of scenarios that Stonehenge. Variety of places where you can shoot your movies. The end. So one last thing I want to say about these movies is that these are not actual like movie files in the traditional sense. They are not like a sequence of images. These are all rendered in the in-game engine. So the way these movies work is that they just have information of okay, what objects have to be displayed, where the cameras are, and what the environment is, and they display it. The weird, interesting thing that I can do with this is that if I adjust, I can actually adjust the, well, look at that, I can actually, if I play this frame by frame, you can see the helicopter blades, but if I play it normally, you can't see them. But if I can actually go to the options screen and just wait. There you go. I wanted to show something. I can actually go to the options screen and change the detail percentage, and even turn on and off this thing called go road shading. How do you pronounce that? So if I turn this off, and I have to press it a little bit just to refresh, now suddenly everything's flat shaded. Everything has a flat shading. But if I turn it back on, advanced, now it's a Gorad shading. Oh hey Barricade, welcome. Thanks for subscribing. 16 months in a row, nice. Thank you very much. And yeah, thanks for the happy 400th stream special. I mean, this is a special occasion, a special game. But yeah, this, you can see that this obviously has a smoother shading. The flat shading looks very, very flat. But you can still see a few like lines. You can see a couple of lines here and here where the shading goes from one tone to another. So there's another option in the preferences called dithering. Now it's a little smoother, and you don't see the lines anymore. So what dithering is like, imagine if you have a display that can only display black and white, and you want to display shades of gray. A way you can do that is with lots of a collection of dots, either black dots on a white background or white dots on a black background, and depending on the concentration and how many dots there are together, you'll end up getting different shades of gray just by manipulating these random dots and how concentrated they are. So that's what they're doing here. They are kind of creating a bunch of little dots with different tones, randomized, to give the illusion of a smooth shading. That's what very old technology. Gradients did not exist in 1992. Well, not smooth gradients. They did exist, but this is what a gradient looked like. You can very clearly see the pattern of how gradient the things got. So the dithering was like a way to smooth out the gradient even more. And yeah, it's used a lot in pixel art. It's a way to, like I said, simulate different shades of colors even when you have fewer colors available. So yeah, this of course you didn't have a lot of colors in this back in the day. Only like 256 colors maybe. So the way to achieve this smooth look is using dithering. And see, even though this is a movie, like I said, I can. This is all rendered in game in the engine, and I can. Let me see. Oh, I can look at the castle. The castle is a good way to look at the different detail levels. Where's the castle? There you go. Yeah, we're watching a movie in the theater. So if I reduce the detail level and press, now suddenly the movie has less detail. If I put 0%, now it's just a square. So they're really accommodated for different machine computational powers. In case you have a very slow machine, you can just use very minimal detail of level of detail. Yeah, this is level of detail essentially. You can also turn off the between screen fading to have a more faster transition between one screen to another, just to accommodate different specs of machines. But yeah, since I'm emulating this on DOSBox with a lot of cycles, I can just put everything on max. So yeah. Hang on, let me check. Any other movies that? Oh yeah, there's this TOD film with this just time of day. You can actually see the island in different times of the day. And this is at night. Going a SR-71 Blackbird with. Now it's morning. Planes. Oh, this is interesting. You can check out the different planes you have available. Very simplistic models, but that was like that at the time. Yeah, even a duck and a pterodactyl. What? Very old school 3D visuals. The audience really loves this movies. Okay, we saw bomb, balloon, highway, land. We saw plane. I think the only one we didn't see is intro, which is the actual intro to the game. We can actually watch the intro movie in the theater.
Hold, we're not ready for you.
Yeah, this is a Disney software game.
We're ready. Quiet on the set. Speed and action.
Messed it up.
Cut. Let's try it again.
Take two.
Quiet on the set. Speed and action.
Now we can see the two trucks with the cameras. This is all fake. This is all prop planes. They're explosion because they're making movies.
Great flying, kid. Awesome. Cut. That's a wrap.
1992. And as you might have imagined, this movie was actually made using the exact assets that you can play with in the game. So I could actually try and recreate this intro movie with everything that the game has available. I mean, this was an intro movie made with the actual game functionalities. Yeah, we can go to the airfield. Let's go fly around a bit, right? How about it?
What plane do you want to scout locations with?
So which plane do you think I should use? Maybe a fast plane? I really like the Falcons. There's the F-16C Falcon, and there's the Silver Falcon. I think I like the Silver Falcon best. Yeah. Look at all the displays. You can see your speed, altimeter. That's your throttle. And increase the throttle. Just go to max. Flaps down. Make it easier to take off, and I can even switch to a third-person camera for spotter plane view. Adjust the spotter plane view, and if I press the G key, retracts the landing gears. Raise the flaps, but raising the flaps doesn't really change anything here on the model. But yeah, now this is a flight simulator. You always start from this tiny landing strip in the middle of the desert. But you can just fly around lots of different locations. There's a city there, the Golden Gate, which, yeah, not quite accurate. That is not San Francisco. That's just a random big city. Ooh, crashed. Let me try again.
What plane do you want to scout locations with?
Can go with the Cessna, and you have different cockpits for different planes. And of course, they all have different aerodynamics depending on what type of plane they are. They different max speeds and stall velocities and maneuverability. Can go back to first person. I can actually turn off the cockpit and just have pilot view with the minimal displays there, just showing altitude, speed, and direction. The little dot on the corner there, that's kind of like my flight stick position, and the white circle is my throttle position. How much throttle? So up above is 100%. The top position is 100%. What am I using? I'm using the keyboard because this is what I'm used to. This is what I used as a kid. This game does have joystick support, and I do have a flight stick, but I don't know, the flight stick, even though it's more realistic, it gives it's a little harder for me to control, I think. I guess I'm more used to fine movements with keyboard. So yeah, I mean, I could have done it, but I'd rather do it the way I'm more used to, so I could fly well enough. There are a few stunts in this game where you really have to be very precise with your maneuvers. Oh yeah. Yeah, if you want to go with the realism, you can turn the cockpit back on, but you kind of cut half of the screen. It covers half of the screen. You can't really see well. But you can also see more stuff, like the level meter there. Instead of just a direction with degrees, you actually see if you're going west or north. There's a time, how long you've been flying. There's brakes, but that's when for landing. Yeah, I guess this is more immersive, but also limits your visual views. I can also left side and right side and rear view, but I rarely use these. I mostly either use pilot view, spotter plane view, or bomb view, bomb target view if I need to bomb something. And yeah, there are planes that have bombs and guns. Does the Cessna have any guns? Let me check. No, the Cessna does not have any guns. Or bombs. And a hat? No. That's right here. You go with this one. Old-timey hat for an old plane. What else? Yeah. Ask. I go back.
What plane do you want to scout locations with?
So yeah, even though this is a way, they say you want to scout locations with this plane, there are easier ways to scout locations just by looking around the island. So, but right now, how about we check out some of the stunts that we can fly on this game? We go to production. Going to the production building, and I'm not in the competition, so I can just pick any stunt I want.
Okay, Ace. Congratulations. You made
I'm the
it to
stunt
the show.
coordinator here. So there's scene 1. Take off and shoot a 0. The final scene in the World War II epic. Taking off from the runway on your P-38 Lightning, you need to pull up before you hit the burning 0 on the runway. Then, without going over 200 feet, you need to shoot down another 0 that's bombing the Allies' hangars. You have a shot limit of 40. Yeah, a lot of cigars on. So, land on the Golden Gate. This stunt's for a drama that takes place in the city by the bay. In a tense moment, you are forced to land your Cessna 172 on the Golden Gate Bridge without hitting any cars. You should be heading north when you perform this stunt. So yeah, I've got a bunch of these. Like, I think there are 32 total. Yeah. And obviously, some of them are more risky than others, a little harder to pull off. So, crash into a hotel, shoot planes in formation, park at the hamburger stand, castle storm, catch a balloon, pick up a convict on Alcatraz. This scene takes you to The Rock. You need to pluck a convict who's trying to escape off a tower. The convict is holding a hook that will latch onto the wheels of your Sopwith camel. Fly too high and you'll miss him. Fly too low and he'll be forced to duck. Your package is about 180 feet off the ground. You must execute the pickup at a minimum of 110 miles per hour. So yeah. I mean, I'm not assisting in a crime. This is all movie magic. I'm just an actor or a stunt pilot, stuntman. So but this shows how some of the stunts can be quite difficult because they have a very low margin of error. If you fly a little too much to the side or too high, you miss it. Too low and you crash. You crash your building into the poor guy. Okay, for example, let's try this one. Barnstorm. This is a classic barnstormer. I'm not sure what a barnstormer is, but you have to guide your Fokker triplane through the open doors of a barn. The added challenge is dodging the 3 combines passing in front of the barns as you make your entrance. Touching the ground is out, so don't think about landing and driving through. Okay, let's try it.
See you when you're done.
So here you have all the options. You can just go back to the stunt coordinator, go to set design. That's a wrap. If we end the filming and want to go back and print film to save the take. So I actually learned a lot of English words by playing this game as a kid. I mean, I had no idea what a take was or what that's a wrap meant. Or what things like pitch, yaw, and roll was in aviation terms, or throttle, and lots of different words that you only used in aviation that I didn't know back in the day. Oh, really? Okay, action, take 1.
Quiet on the set, speed, and action.
All right. Let's see if I can fly this stunt correctly without crashing into the barn. And pull up. Woohoo!
Great flying, kid. Cut. Awesome.
Yay, save the take. Sure. So yeah, you have files called .tke. These are takes. And since I decided to not do my own editing, I'll go straight to the theater. That's me flying the penny. You make a movie with all those takes? Oh yeah, that's the point of this game, is to make movies. You can actually do editing and have different take files and edit them together to make an entire movie. Although I think there's a limit to how long the movie can be. The game can the movie file can only be 1 megabyte big, 1 megabyte big. So that means recordings I think can only be like 20 minutes long. Yeah, a 20-minute movie made in-game is 1 megabyte. That was a lot back in the day. And because all the movies are well, they're not a sequence of images. You can only play them in the game unless you actually have standalone Stunt Island movie players that you can share with other people. So there are other executable files in the game besides the stunt.exe. There is a play1.exe and make1.exe. So you can use make1.exe to convert your movie file into a playable file. Then you can use the play1 executable, which opens just this theater screen, to load the movie that you converted using the make1.exe. So yeah, some of the files in the game are you are allowed to freely distribute. Others you are not. But yeah, you're still not converting them into video files. You're converting them into movie files that can be played using this specific executable. So yeah, quite complicated to be able, but it's still possible to share your movies with your friends if you hand them a floppy disk with the executable files. Not quite the same as handing them a YouTube link or. But yeah, nowadays you could just I guess screen record these like I am doing right now and upload them to YouTube. But back in the day, before the days of the internet. Wonder if someone can homebrew a video converter. Well, maybe, because there was actually a community of people who were able to kind of mod this game. I mean, there was a website for something called the SIFA, the Stunt Island Filmmakers Association, I think. And this community was able to not just obviously make a lot of different movies, very creative movies, but they also added in different sound effects and voice files into the game, as well as new 3D models they were able to add into the game in order to use. And of course, if you wanted to watch those movies, you had to download the 3D models that they used, because, like I said, this is all rendered in game. So if you did not have the right files, you could not play their movies. I mean, the game does make it easy to add new sound effects to the game. There is another executable file called adsnd.exe, which you can convert VOC files into the game. You can add VOC files into the game to add new sound effects. But yeah, once, like I said, you couldn't just give the raw movie file to someone else. You had to include all the files that you added. Yeah. So yeah, like I said, there are other ways to check out the island. We can go into set design. And this is it. This is where the magic happens. This is actually a full 3D view of the entire island. You can zoom in to any location. Drag. Look at it. Zoom into any of the buildings. And of course, when you zoom in, they pop in the details. UN building. Zoom out, go to a different location. There's another, looks like there's another city here. You can zoom in. Yeah, this one is another city, but not as many high-rise buildings. If you want a smaller town for your movie. There are even smaller towns. Oh, this is the stadiums. Fortunately, some locations you really have to know where they are, which sort north, south, east, west coordinates they are, in order to find them, because they only show up when you zoom in. Look at this is a Stonehenge. Or not the real Stonehenge, just a recreation of Stonehenge in this place called Stunt Island. But if I zoom out, it's no longer visible. So here's an interesting location. I can zoom in around somewhere around here. There it is. So this is a movie studio. This is not just any movie studio. This is the Stunt Island movie studio. And you can actually go to the locations where we visited just now. If I go here, I think that's in my cabin. And if I go here, if I go around here, there it is. That's the production building. That's the production building with the toucan in front of it, where we just were. I mean, where we are right now, I guess. And right next to it, it's the post-production building with a very small building, actually. Not a lot of room for the theater inside, but if you go here and if I adjust the camera like this, look at that. It's the same screen. It's just very low poly. This is where we were just now. Post-production building. So yeah, those are I guess in-game real locations on this island that we are in. With actually 2 islands, I mean, I guess. 1 island here, 1 island here, 1 in the middle, 3 islands, I guess. This is the castle. Of course, if you want to make a medieval movie, you gotta angle your cameras the right way so you don't pick up the big city in the background. But yeah, this is kind of interesting that you have this large variety of locations, of sets in this one place that you can just pick. Okay, see, there's another small town. I mean, I guess once you know exactly how many of these permanent locations there are on the island, you can decide, okay, where do I want to shoot my scene, my film? Small town with a statue on a square. Very cute. So how about we try and design a stunt or a scene for a movie? Or you can't. I don't think you can fly the space shuttle alone, can you? I don't remember. Oh, maybe you can actually, because well, I've explained this. There's a screen where you can see oh yeah, there's the space shuttle on the 747, and then there's just the space shuttle, I think. But yeah, you can control where your view is on this large area. Of course, you can fine tune the coordinates here, your orientation here, and in your tilt. I've been using the mouse a lot easier. I mean, no, this doesn't have doesn't have any real buildings, but I guess kind of similar to the Empire State here. Although there is a way to add the Empire State if you want. Or there's the UN building. I mean, this is based on an actual building. Even though there's another UN building on another city here, I think. Look at that. Like I said, these are not real location. These are not real locations. I mean, yeah, you just said that looks like New York, but it's next to the Golden Gate Bridge. Like what? These are all prop locations on this island. So yeah, no, you don't have to worry about hurting anyone if you happen to crash on one of these buildings. You just have to worry about the production costs going up. All the damage you have to pay. So yeah, this screen, this part has all the additional objects that you can use for your movie stunts. So let me see here. Of course, there's the pre-production part where you plan out your scenes, your takes. Okay, let's see what are you going to do. I mean, back when I was a kid, I actually remember making drawing like storyboards of what I wanted to do before I planned them out on the set design. So let's see. Right now, let's see. I want to do a scene that is like let's see, 3 race cars driving across around a road, and a plane comes in and shoots them down, I guess. So how about we try that? And I want the plane to come in between a bunch of buildings, so maybe around here looks good. Okay, so right around here. So there's a list of different. Right now they're all empty, but I think you can have a total of 40 objects that you can add to your scene. And the number 1 spot will always be the plane that you're controlling. You can only control 1 plane, and the number 1 will always be the plane. But the thing is, you don't necessarily have to control a plane. You can actually fly anything, any object that you can add. So here you have a list of objects that you can use. Obviously, you have planes, all the planes that you saw. The Bristol Bulldog, yeah, sure, why not? Later we can mess around with this functionality. Maybe you can fly a random object. You can make 2 planes collide. Yeah, I can, but the second plane will have to be controlled by like animation script, and not yourself playing. So I can place the object here, and there it is. The plane that I selected, it's been placed there, but obviously I don't want it facing that direction, and I want to start it already flying. So I go to adjust. I'm gonna increase the altitude and change the yaw. Of course, I can just type out 270. 270. And let me center it a little bit more. So yeah, this one has these are different types of objects that you can have. This one is face, which means we'll always go forward, but this is number 1 object is the one that you're controlling, so it can only be the face. But once I add other objects, I'll show the different kinds of objects. Animation is if you want to animate the object, but since it's this the one I'll be controlling myself, I can't animate it. And watch, you can kind of watch it, yeah, but it messes up things. So hang on, let me cancel it. Adjust. Yeah, it better not mess things up. Let me adjust the height a little more. Let's see how high. Okay, so this is where I want the cars to be. So I want the plane to actually be a little back. No, not a little back. I wanted the plane to be coming in, swooping down, and then as it approaches, the cars will take off and start running, and then the plane will try and shoot them down. So let me put a little farther. Where is it? Yeah. Go to. Oh, a little too far. Wait, I pressed 8, I think. 3. So I press go to. It'll show where I am. Where did I go? Whoa. I went way too far. Okay, might as well place it again. Yeah. Oh, I think 3 again. Not quite. I think I messed up. 1. Oh yeah, because I used the numeric keypad, and the numeric keypad doesn't work here. 2. Okay, never mind. Let me just manually put it here. Or I can use the coordinates here. Let me see. I want it to go between in this building. Okay. This location is at 140,000. 140,883. No more. Okay. So there it is. There's the plane. I think it's high enough, but oh yeah, I have to increase its speed, otherwise it will just fall to the ground. Maybe 200 miles per hour should be enough. So these buttons, these control the plane's visibility. I mean, I can turn it off, but it won't be invisible, but it will be invisible during filming. This is good for if you want to hide things like cameras and other production-related equipment that you don't want to show on camera. Call. This is collision if I wanted to collide with something, but I'm not going to collide this plane with anything. Explosion. This means that if it collides with something, it will explode. Because I can have it collide and not explode. And shadow, if I want to turn off the shadow, but yeah, this is just if your computer is not strong enough to display the shadows. I can turn it off to make it easier on your PC, but yeah, not a problem here. Lock is if I want to lock this and not. You can see the delete button is now grayed out, so because it's locked. So this is to prevent me from accidentally messing up or deleting something that I didn't mean to. Now I can delete it. Yeah, if I turn off visualization and press the hide button, this hide button hides everything that has visualization turned off. It just makes it easier to see all the essential objects. Okay, I think we're good here. So yeah, this is the plane that I'll be flying with my controls, manual control. Number 2 slot is always for the spotter plane. I can't delete it. This is for the spotter plane camera, I should say, the third-person camera. And then slots from 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. From 3 to 8, these are camera slots. These are all objects that will have recording capabilities, which don't necessarily have to be cameras. I can add anything to these, but they will still behave like cameras. But yeah, just to make the scene more readable, I'll be using a camera. I'll be placing a camera here. So there are 2 types of camera, but they behave the same way. They're just cosmetic differences. Don't really. I mean, nothing. Everything behaves exactly the same. I can use this sphere, the smoke. Anything can be a camera, but like I said, I want to make things a little clearer for myself. So yeah. Oh wait, I didn't want to press. Let me put a camera here. So how many cameras do I want? Let's see. I want cigar smoke. No, that's not cigar smoke. That is smoke of an actual explosion, like a crash. That's a big smoke. So these, even though you can adjust the position and orientation of the objects, you cannot adjust their scale. So everything has a fixed scale in this world. So yeah, not quite as flexible as a 3D modeling program, but still has a lot of functionalities that you can play around with. So let's see. I'm trying to visualize the shots here. I want a shot from the front of the cars, looking up and seeing the plane coming in. I want a shot from the side of the cars, so you can see them. Taking off, or let's see, maybe a shot from behind the cars, a camera from behind the cars, so you can see when they explode, when they get shot down. What else? Well, this is it for now. So okay, let me delete this camera. So number 9 are any other objects. So let me add the cars first. Let's see. So you have clothes. So you have mammals and plants. Yeah, we have a bunch of different objects here. Well, people, trees, cactuses, cameraman, clipboard guy, cornstalk, cow 1, cow 2, desert flower. Yeah, this guy's just bad guy. Little duck you can place on a pond. Elm trees, fern trees, hanging guy. Have him hanging from some building or something. Hookman 180. He's just the same guy, but he's turned around. So not sure what's the point, because you can just turn these guys around yourself. Horse, larch, lime, maple, palm trees. Person 1 and person 2. That's pig, pine tree, poplar, radio person, record man. I think the tiny difference on what he's holding, the different mic he's holding between number 1 and number 2. Running person, which doesn't really look like a person. I mean, the other guys have more detail than this running person. Slate person. Not quite. This one's a little different. Willow. Wing walker. Another wing walker with, I think he has a headband. And yeah, this wing walker guy, he just looks exactly like bad guy with a different shirt. What? Oh, yeah, the woman here. Yeah, this guy also has a different skin. But yeah, it looks like there's a bias towards film crew, I guess, in the list of people. A lot of the boom mics and slate person and a guy with a cap looks like a director or something. You have letters and numbers, which you can use to actually write things. There's a 2D version of them, letters and numbers, and the 3D version. You can make your own sign. You can write your name. Up arrow. These are pretty big, actually. If I select these and place them, look at the size of them. And like I said, you cannot scale them down. So yeah. These are like if you want to make like a Hollywood sign or something. Although you can't change the color. There'll always be this shape and color. But yeah, if you saw in the intro, there's the scene of the plane flying around Stunt Island. That's how they did it. So they wrote Stunt Island with these letters. You have markers and sign. You have Australia flag, Austria flag, Bahamas flag, Bahrain, a bar sign, the Belgium flag, and the Brasilia flag. Wait, what? They got the country name wrong. It's Brazil, not Brasilia. Brasilia is the capital. What? Slight error. The Canada flag, Chile flag, Colombia. Road sign, Denmark. Highway signs, Hungary. Ireland, Israel. No, well, no Dutch or maybe N, and for Netherlands. Here you go. You have a Netherlands flag. Nigeria, no U-turn. Norway flag, Philippines flag. Qatar. Right finger big. Yeah, like I said, you can't scale, so you can have different versions of the same object with different sizes. Spain flag, South Korea. Thumbs up. A target. Totem pole 1, 2, 3, 4. Toxic sign. UK. The US. So yeah, this is mainly country flags and a few road signs. Stuff you'd find on cities. Oh yeah, what else? Military equipment. Tanks, aircraft carrier, guns, amphibious hovercraft, anti-sat, an anti-satellite. What? Armored car. So yeah, lots of military equipment. So if you want to make a military style movie, bunch of different options. Radio transmissions. And it's machine gunner. Medic truck. Mines. Minesweeper. Missile launcher. Submarine. And mortar. Boats. Scud missile and Scud missile launcher. Russian battle tank, Russian tank body, and Russian tank turret, I think. A periscope for your submarine, you can just put it on the water. Sidewinder missile, which, yeah, looks a lot like the... No, yeah, not quite. Different color, I guess. US rocket launcher. Cruise missile. Troop transport. Miscellaneous. Quite a lot of objects. Yeah, you got beach towels, which you can't quite see, but if I place it and zoom in, you kind of see. Beach towel. Lots of different patterns. I guess if you want, yeah, I mean, there are beach locations here, like this one. There's nothing on them, but you can put a lot of these beach towels just to make your movie look like it's on the beach. Boombox, border stop sign, boulder, 3 different boulders. Bus stop bench, call ball, camouflage tent. Shouldn't this be in military equipment? Clouds. You can just place clouds on the area. Which, yeah, if I place a cloud on a, where is it? Oh, cloud is actually pretty big. Look at that. I guess it's for the background. And obviously, I want to turn off collision. If your so your plane can go through the clouds. Yeah, I guess it has to be big so it's visible from a distance, I guess. Place, yeah. This is, I guess, yeah, this is just 2D clouds, so this is more for background. I guess if you want to make it look like it's overcast, you put a bunch of these objects in the distance of where your camera is looking. Coffin, corner hedge, crop circle. Can't quite see from this angle, so just press OK and place. There, yeah, this is a crop circle. A little better. How about this one? Oh, this one's actually 3D. Got a dumpster, fairway. If you're making a golf course, you can Make your own golf course. Hey, Gregor Seaman. Yeah, I'm just playing around for now. I'm just exploring all the different objects that you can place on this. Look at it. Even has a tiny little hole. I think it's just a dot though. Lamp again for movie stuff. Gold slusher. Graveyard. Yeah, the green is for, like I said, for golf. Hand pump. Hay bale. Haystack. Yeah, gotta use your imagination that this is a haystack. This hedge. I guess you can make your own hedge maze if you add a bunch of these, although you are limited to only 40 objects, so not a big hedge maze, but still. I-beams 2 and I-beams 4. Ice chest. I mean, yeah, like I said, you have to use a mix of both the permanent locations on the island and the added objects, so you can build your set. You can imagine, okay, I want to build a construction site, so I guess I go to a big city and place a bunch of these I-beams. Then okay, kind of looks like a construction site. Or I want to make a western. I guess I can go to the farm and put up a hay bale and a haystack next to it, and looks like a western. So yeah, you gotta use a lot your imagination a bit. Landing strip, mailbox. Oh, here's a tiny hedge maze. And kind of yeah, it's very, very low poly, but that's what we had back in the day. Mechanical bull, open grave. Yeah, you want to make a zombie movie? There you go. Can't quite zoom in a lot. Maybe do this. There's RIP written on it, kind of. Park bench, phone booth, phone pole, phone picnic table, portable toilet, radar, relay satellite, sandbox, scoreboard, searchlight, signal, well, yeah, stop sign, slide, stadium lights, street lamps, oh, more old-timey street lamps and more modern ones, supply crate cover, which again looks like it should be in military equipment, swing sets, different tombstones, toxic drum, looks more like a flammable drum, but a trash box and a trash can, a trowel, volleyball court, which I guess I can again add to the beach. I want to make beach volleyball. Anyone? There you go. Yeah. Water fountain, water slide, and a wheat field, which again I can't see from this angle. Let me zoom out, please. Yeah, just a big yellow box which you have to interpret as a wheat field, I guess. Miscellaneous. There's structures, which, yeah, you can actually add new buildings to the locations. There, even though there's already an Alcatraz island, you can add another one. Just place somewhere else. Oops, I deleted it actually. There we go. Can I add a second Alcatraz island? Is it just me, or does this one look bigger than the other one? Yeah. In place. Yeah, it does look bigger. Look at that. Huh? Well, maybe not. No, maybe not quite bigger. A little bit taller, maybe. No, yeah, it looks to be. It has more detail though. Huh. Yeah, weird. Why is one bigger than the other? So you have Arch, Bank, the Bank of Stunt Island, baseball field, another baseball field which is essentially invisible, but I have to add it here. It's a 2D baseball field, so if I see from the side, it's invisible. Baseball stadium, beach toilet, beauty salon, Big Ben. I have a Big Ben in the middle of the water. There you go. Yeah, no Parliament building, just Big Ben. Bijou Theater, Bordergate, Buddhist Temple, Bulldog Cafe, Bunker, C&W Bar, not sure what that means, Cabana 1, Cabana 2, Car Wash, Castle, Tiny Castle Tower, Cathedral, Chinese Restaurant, the Chrysler Building. So yeah, if you want to make it seem even more like New York, you can add the Chrysler Building to those other buildings in the big city there, and okay, now it looks even more like New York. Oops. Okay, what? Kinda. Game is kind of freezing up here. Is it the Chrysler Building being too? Okay, too high poly? No. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I can put it here, please. There you go. Yeah, kind of a very low poly Chrysler Building. Those church, circus booth, circus cage, circus tent, city hall, cocktail bar. I think the Empire State is also here. Great Tower, covered bridge, Derby, Devil's Tower, dog with not an actual dog, a dog-shaped house, donut store, the drawbridge, driving theater, drugstore, Easter Island statue, Eiffel Tower. There's the Empire State. Yeah. Where do I put it? This is, yeah, here's an empty location. Just place it here. Okay, now it looks more like New York City. English pub, farm warehouse, fence, Ferris wheel, firehouse, freeway barrier, freeway overpass, gallows. Oh dear. Gas station, greenhouse, guard tower, hangar door 2, hardware store. I mean, I guess the gallows would be used if you want to make a western. Hospital, hotel, just a house. Jail, jungle hut, LA Coliseum, laundromat, lifeguard tower, lighthouse, luggage cart, mansion, mausoleum, Mayan pyramid, mill house, Minimart. Wait, does that say stop and rob? What? Newsstands, world news, observatory and observatory 2, oil derrick and oil platform, old western church and old western facade. See, it's all movie magic. Doesn't have to be real as long as it looks real on camera. Outdoor cafe, outhouse, Pan Pacific building. Parking deck 1 and 2. Parking lot. Parking lot booth. Got the Parthenon. Pentagon. Police station. Pool 1, 2, and 3. I guess you get prison wall and prison tower if you want to build a prison. Want to build a prison escape movie. Pyramid 1, 2, and 3. I guess you can. Yeah, you can add these to the desert over there. Quonset hut. Resort hotel, restaurant. I guess the restaurant in the LAX. Rope bridge. You can put these in the canyon, I guess. Ruins 1, 2, and 3. Want to make look like a building just exploded? You can place these. Saloon again, if you want to make a western. Shack, silo, smokestack, soundstage, Sphinx again for a desert movie. St. Louis Arc, Stadium 2, the Statue of Liberty. Yeah, let's add the Statue of Liberty to our New York set. I'm just gonna place it here in the middle of the water. Unfortunately, you don't have Liberty Island here. You're just gonna have Statue of Liberty all on its own. Stonehenge 1, 2, and 3, which kind of different from the Stonehenge that we saw earlier. I guess you can make your own Stonehenge. Studio Tower. Suspension Bridge. Sydney Landmark. Instead of the Sydney Opera House, it's just Sydney Landmark. TNT Shed. TV Radio Tower. Yeah, I guess Opera House didn't fit. The Taj Mahal. Very, very simplified version. Tent. TP. Tower. Tower Bridge. Again, if you want to turn this city into London, you can just put a tower bridge, and that now it's London. Train station, train tunnel, just a tunnel. Put it right next to a wall. Trans-America building, and there's the Twin Towers. This is modern New York, so I won't be standing there. I won't be adding these. Union Station, warehouse, water tower, the White House, windmill 1, windmill 2, and windmill 3. I guess these are electric power windmill, and a Zeppelin tower. And yeah, you have a bunch of planes, but you also have other vehicles. You can have trains, train cars, armored truck, backhoe, balloons. I think you have all the balloons as well. Big crane, and boxcar. Put these one next to each other to make a train. Have them all traveling at the same speed. Bulldozer, caboose 1, caboose 2, caboose 3. Catering truck. Cement truck. Clipper. These are for, yeah, different boats. Combine. Cover wagon. Crate truck. Delivery truck. Delivery van, which kind of looks very similar. Diesel train. Dragster. Ooh, hang on. Okay, I want a dragster on my scene. So let's, yeah, where am I playing? Where am I playing? Yeah, plane is over there. I don't even know if the other buildings are going to show up. I might remove them, but okay. Hang on. Okay, I want to have 3 cars. Yeah, I'm still going to make that one stunt that I'm making. Okay, I'm going to place a car here. Have it facing 170. Oops, I keep typing on the number keypad. Actually, no, I don't want this one. I think there's another. This one. Yeah, I like this. This one looks much cooler. 70. Put a shadow under. So here we have another. Now we can change the different types of objects that this is. So there are these different types of objects. There's face, free, seek, spot, follow, attach. Let me just. It's okay here. So a face object will always travel forward, which I guess is okay if you want to make a car, a train, or something that only ever travels forward. But in this case, I actually want to make this car spin out before exploding, so I will make it free. So now we have these other options, facing and heading. So here you don't have a heading option because the heading, as in the direction it's going, will always be the same as the facing one. But free, you can have the object going, look at in one direction, point in one direction, but go in another. So right now it will go same direction as it's facing. It has to have collision on. Altitude is 3 because it is the center of the object has to be. I can't. If I put it 0, it will be inside the ground. It will start at 0. Okay. So yeah, if I want to have a object that I can just move around and anywhere I want, I make a free object. A seek object will have this number next to it. This will, if you can see that again, I don't have a heading direction because the heading will be wherever the location of where this object is. So I can actually have this object go in the direction of this other object, which maybe not useful here, but like let's say I have a camera and I want to make a sweeping shot. I can put a camera in one location. I can put a random object in another location and have that camera seek that other object. And then you move the camera will go to that object to that other object as a speed in the speed that I input here. So actually I can hang on, let me demonstrate real quick here. Let me save this set. Action set. Oops. Caps lock is actually inverted. I'm gonna save it as action. Let me make a new one. New set. Everything. I want to recreate that shot from the location, the scouting location movie, where it goes and it kind of pans next to the Golden Gate Bridge, but it keeps looking at the Golden Gate Bridge. So, well, first I have to place something on the first spot. I can't fly a stunt without something here, so I'm just gonna place random. Actually, I don't have to. Like I said, I can actually make anything. So I can actually make, I don't know, a flying bank. I'll have fun with that later. But let's see. Here I'm gonna add a camera, which again doesn't have to be a camera, but I'm gonna put here. So these different squares are all collision windows that you can also use to program stunt behaviors, which I'll be showing off later. But for now, I'm gonna put a camera, place it here, and I can actually see where the camera is pointing, and adjust altitude. Let's see, 200 maybe 300, a little higher. There you go. Yeah, this one's fine. 500 feet up. Turn off visualization. Is there breakable glass in this game? I don't think so. That would be too advanced for this game. Okay. And then in number 9 slot, I'm gonna add a sphere. which will just be, okay, tilt 0. Oh, no, tilt 180. 180. No? Oh, 90 degree, yeah, not 180. 90 degree. There we go. Orientation. Okay, let's see. Yeah, 90. I can just copy the same place. Okay, so I'm gonna place this sphere here, and let's see. The north. Wait, I wanted to have the same east-west location, so 133. Let me just put here 13440. So the sphere will be 140,440. Oops. Turn off visualization, turn on collision. Altitude will be 500 as well. Same altitude. Speed will be 0. Okay. So this sphere, I can actually zoom in. You can see the sphere that I placed. This will not show up on camera. This is just to mark a location. And so the camera here, I want it to seek object number 9 at, I don't know, 300 miles per hour. That's the speed. Okay. When I click fly stunt, I will go to that screen with the stunt flying, where we saw the director, and then we can start flying the stunt. And once I click that, the camera will go from where it is to the sphere. But I don't want to just do that. I want to also keep the camera looking at the bridge. So I'm going to add another sphere here. Place it around here. And adjust the height. 200. Not too much. Well, close enough, actually. Around the middle. Around the middle of the bridge. It shows up as a square because of the level of detail, but yeah. Yeah, kind of looking good. Remove visual. Remove visual. Okay, now I can go to the camera. And I want to have it seek object number 9, but I want to have it watch object number 10. Watch on. Okay. So now, zoom in a little more. There you go. So there you go. That's what the watch functionality is for. Is for to make an object track another object. So once I turn this on, let's try it out. Fly stunt. No, I don't want to save. I think if I press Control F3, I should be able to see this camera.
Quiet on the set, speed, and action.
There it is. There's my camera behaving as I instructed it. A little too slow, maybe, but it's panning across next to the bridge, but it's keeping its eye on the middle of the bridge. I can go back to set design. Okay, I don't like how fast it was going. It was too slow, so maybe make it go 800. I don't know, 600. Make it go twice as fast.
Quiet.
A little faster, a little better. Still a little too slow. In the scouting location movie, it was a lot faster than this. It reached it reached the sphere, so it kind of got stuck in place. I would have to program the camera to, okay, once it collides with the sphere, stop in place so it doesn't do that shaking thing. So, let's see. So yeah, you have seek there's spot, follow, and attach. So I'm going to make another scene to demonstrate those other object types. But first, hang on, let me have fun with this. So I'm a bank. BSI, the Bank of Stunt Island, I guess. Yeah, Bank of Stunt Island. This is actually a plane. I can fly this. Of course, if I had picked an actual plane, it would have had the aerodynamics of the plane itself. But if I pick a random object, it will just have a random, not a random, a standard flight mechanics. Oh, there's no bottom on. But yeah, now I'm a flying bank. It doesn't crash, unlike in the... If I hit the ground, I just keep going on the ground. It's not programmed to crash, unlike in the airfield.
Cut.
But yeah, as I explained, anything you can fly anything here. Which, I mean, since you can also control the spotter plane with the mouse, so you can kind of use this to your advantage. You don't have to control the thing you're flying. You can just have it stand there. But I can use the spotter plane and adjust the distance and the zoom. I can make different levels of zoom and different actual distance. And if I want to have a structure and have it have like this circular pan shot of a structure, I can even put myself as a invisible sphere in a place, and then just use the spotter plane to record this scene of this take of this camera movement. So yeah, this can be useful for putting the spotter camera, which always follows the object, and the spotter plane camera always follows this first object, regardless if it's a plane or not. And the spotter plane camera is one that you can control manually during the filming, so that is very useful. So yeah, let me make a new one. I'm gonna where's the little flight, little landing strip here. So I'm gonna put a bunch of planes here. I'm gonna put a bunch of planes here. I'm gonna put the Silver Falcon that I enjoyed flying as it. Just 90, I think. 90. Got it. Okay. So I'm gonna have the Silver Falcon here, but I'm also gonna have other Silver Falcons. 1, 2. Yeah, if you want to have duplicates of the same object, you can't just place the same object multiple times. Each object can only be placed once. So you need the same object in different slots. You need a new version of this, but with the new Flight Sim 2020 visuals. Yeah, I mean, would be nice to have a remake like this where you can play around with the locations, more advanced graphics. But yeah, I really enjoyed playing with this as a kid, thinking of different scenes to film. So okay, I'm gonna place this here, and I'm gonna have it be a spot object. It will be spotting object 1, and I can change the facing to 90. So here we have offset position. I can have distance, and if I change here, you can see that it goes around the object that I decided I told it to spot this object. So spotting an object, it will kind of follow the object in a fixed location in space but it doesn't follow the orientation of the object. So once I'm flying around, I will be turning the plane around, but this plane will be turning around, but this one will always stay in the same location, the same place. And yeah, pitch will, if I wanted to make him going up or down. Okay, so this one is spot. This one, I'm gonna make it follow object 1 as well. And this one I don't have any input on distance or heading, and you see why. So this one is a plane that will try to copy. Let me put shadow. It will try to copy the movements of the plane that that is following, the plane that I'm controlling. I think it can follow other objects, and it will also try to copy that object's movements. But it's easier to demonstrate if it follows object number 1. So okay, and then let's see. Third, another plane behind. This one will be attach. Again with a distance of 50. A little more maybe. And also add shadow. There you go. Okay, we can fly the stunt. You can see what they look like. How they behave. I'm gonna take off. You're gonna see each plane will behave in a different way. Gain some altitude. We can already see a little bit difference. Well, the spot, the one on the left, is the spot plane. It will keep following my plane, but it will keep its facing the same direction regardless of where I'm facing. The follow plane, the one on the right, it's kind of useful if you want to make planes fly in formation. It will stay on the side there, but it will try to. It's rotating the way I'm rotating. And the one in the back is also rotating, but it's kind of following as if it's attached. As if it's attached to my rear. Hang on, let me switch up here. I think it's easier to demonstrate if the one that is spot becomes attached. Then you see, yeah, this one will be attached, and I can delete this one. Oh. Whoops. Where is it? Oh, it's in the same location, of course. 2. 90. There you go. No, I don't want to save. You can see the difference between follow and attach when I turn. It actually looks like it is attached, even though it's not connected. It is following the same orientation of the father object, the parent object, as if it's connected to it.
Cut.
So yeah, you have these different object types that you select depending on how you want the object to behave. So yeah, you have seek, face, free, seek, spot, follow, attach. Okay, let me load up my action set back. So I was adding my cars. Where are my cars? Here. Added a dragster. I want 2 more. Let me see. Chrysler Building, Empire State, Statue of Liberty, dragster. Add 1 more. Yeah, we're looking at the cars. Covered wagon. Dragster 1, 2, 3, 4. Dump truck. Earth mover. Flatbed car. Formula 1 car. Here we go. I want a Formula 1 car as well. Right next to it. Please. And adjust the setting to 70. And the heading 70. And add shadow, add collision. There you go. Okay. And truck, garbage truck, gas car, gas truck, hay truck, hay wagon, hot air balloon. Yeah, you had balloon here, or you also have hot air balloon 1, 2, and 3, 4. Huh? Why not have just hot air balloon 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5? Kind of weird. Hot rod car. Okay, I want this one as well. One around here, please. And also 70. Also to 70. Collision, shadow. There you go. We got our racers. They need to be eliminated. We are going to be the plane coming in. Take them down. Just check the other objects. We've got junk boat, limousine 1 and 2, log cart, mail truck, military train car, milk truck, monster truck 2, motorcyclist, nuke train, ocean liner, oil tanker, old steam locomotive, ore car, paddle boat, paddy wagon, pickup truck, pirate ship, police car, police wagon, Porsche, another race car. Why is it not okay? Range Rover, road maintenance truck, I think. Rescue vehicle, rig, run into just truck. Rowboat, sailboat 1 and 2, school bus, shot truck, I guess it's for camera operation, shuttle van 2, sloop, speedboat, sports car. Ooh, this one looks cool. Star trailer, again for movie sets. Name brands. Where is the name brand then? It's stock car. Street sweeper. Ah, well, I mean Porsche. Yeah. And Range Rover. These are. That's a brand, I guess. Street sweeper, subway car, tanker car, taxi cab, tractor, train car 1, train car 2, train car closed, train car ICBM and ICBM closed, train car rocket, trolley, how cute, tugboat, and UFO, too. Look at it. You can actually have a little alien. Look at him. Look at this guy. Isn't he cute? Pew, pew, pew. And you can have different sizes as well. Like I said, you can't scale that, so you have UFO twice as big. And I guess another UFO 4 times as big. Whoa, look at And I could actually put this one. This one I think is pretty big as well. Oh, he's actually way up in the sky. Standard altitude is above here. So yeah, if I want to make a scene of a, I guess a alien abduction, I can put this over a farm and have it spinning around on top of the barn and have the cows just float up into it. We can make that if you want. World War II motorcycle, water truck, Z-boat, Zeppelin 1, Zeppelin 2. And yeah, I think that's it, except for the planes. I mean, we kind of saw the planes in the different in that movie showcasing all the planes. I mean, I selected the Bristol Bulldog just because the first one we saw, but maybe I'll pick another one later. I don't want a jet because that would be too fast. Can have a hang glider, but then I won't have any weapons. Hawk, Junker. Curtis Jenny and Curtis Junebug. Kind of looks like a very old-timey airplane. Not quite the same airplane as the Wright brothers. Theirs didn't have like this seat, and I don't think theirs. Yeah, theirs was a different one where he just laid flat on his belly. I wonder if is there. There's the space shuttle. Silver Falcon, Shuttle, Blackbird, Pterodactyl, Piper Cherokee, Paraglider, Lightning. Yeah, too bad it doesn't have the 14 bis of Santos Dumont. Yeah, in Brazil you always hear about Santos Dumont being the father of aviation instead of the Wright brothers. The big debate, who invented the airplane? Was it the Wright brothers or was it Alberto Santos Dumont? Well, the real question is, what is an airplane? That's what you define. What will define that answer? Because there are a bunch of different aircrafts that were invented by different people throughout history. So depending on what you define as an airplane, instead of an aircraft or a flying machine, that will change the answer of who invented the first one. Because yeah, flying machines, you had balloons invented by the French a long time ago. Okay, maybe it has to be heavier than air. Okay, I think there was a German guy who invented the glider, but then it would only it would not fly under its own power. It had to be flown off a cliff or something. But then okay, you had the device, the flying machine made by the Wright brothers, which okay, it flew by its own power, but it did not take off from its own power. It had to be like catapulted, and then it kind of crash landed. It wasn't really a vehicle. It was maybe the first thing that flew on its own power, but would you call that an airplane? But what Alberto Santos Dumont did, he made an actual vehicle with wheels that you could drive and take off and then land and then drive back and take off and land again. So would that be considered the first airplane? Yeah, that's why there's this debate on who invented the airplane. That depends on what you call an airplane. Okay, I think I got all my vehicles placed correctly. So now let me set up my cameras. Okay, this camera will be placed here and will be facing. Actually, no, I'm gonna have it watch the plane. No visibility. Maybe zoom a little bit more. Maybe place it a little this way, a little centered, and a little closer. Yeah, looking good. Next camera. Production tools. I want another camera capturing the moment when the cars take off. So this one. A little closer. A little higher. A little to this side and maybe facing down a little bit. So yeah. And turn off visualization. Yeah, this is okay. And then, let's see, you have a spotter plane. I want another camera following this middle car from a distance. So this one will be somewhere around here. And what number is the car again? The Formula 1 car is number 13. So this camera will spot object number 13 and also watch object number 13. Increase the distance, it's a little too close. Okay, the other camera. Increase the altitude and change the yaw to 180. I'll see it from the back and turn off visualization. Okay. Yeah, it's looking good, right? Just planning out my shots. So I'm gonna start with this, I'm gonna start from the shot, my scene. I'm gonna start from this camera, and then cut to this camera, and then maybe cut to the spotter plane camera. And once it's up, the cars are about to explode. Save. Replace. Yes. Once the cars are about to explode, I'll cut to this camera. Maybe look at it from the side. A little better. Like this. Yeah. And then maybe cut back to the spotter plane. Okay. So now that we just defined our camera locations, we gotta define the behavior of all the objects, because right now if I click fly stunt here, the cars will just stand around while the plane flies. So okay, let's see. What's the plane? How about if I could make the cars just start driving after a set number of seconds, but I want to have the cars start driving after the plane collides with the collision window. Plane's a little too far away maybe, but okay, let's add a collision window. It'll have to be very, very big. This one is fine. Oh, a little too big now. Hey there. FX16 is a bad game. Hello. Thank you for the happy 400th stream. Yeah, I've been at this for a while, and I want to. Of course I'm going to go back to the games that I've been the ongoing games that I've been streaming after this one. But yeah, since this is stream number 400 is a special occasion, I kind of put those on hold. Oh hey, it's Mega Babes, a new name. Yeah. Kind of weird. Why are you subscribed with a long time badge if I don't recognize your name? I thought you were a new person. But yeah, thanks for dropping by, watching this far. I mean, I understand it's late over there. I mean, if you want to learn more about this game, you can always catch the VOD on my YouTube channel. After this, I want to try and actually fly some stunts and do maybe win the career mode. Maybe actually I can actually beat this game on stream. But yeah, right now I'm demonstrating all the scene functionalities. gonna keep that name until the game releases. And but yeah, as you can see, this is not just a game. This is an actual tool for making 3D animations that I think is one of the things that maybe got me interested in 3D modeling in general. So collision. I mean, one of the things that got me into 3D modeling was, of course, watching the making of movie of Myst. Watching how they built all those different locations made me want to build my own locations, my own virtual worlds. But playing around with this kind of also made me want to make my own scenarios. Okay, then altitude, collision, of course. Gotta enable collision on the collision screen. Okay, so you got a collision screen in the middle of these buildings, which is not visible on camera. Let's see, altitude, and okay. Okay, once I'm thinking here. Once these cars get shot, I want them to roll around for a little bit, maybe even fire some explosions and then explode. Not just boom, explode all at once. It has to be set on fire for a little bit, explode a little bit, and then blow up. So maybe I can add a couple of invisible spheres that will follow these cars, and they will explode first. And then the car explodes. Okay, so this one is number 13, right? 13. This will be attached to number 13, and invisible, and collision. No, not collision. I'll have it explode later at. And this one also attached to number 13, distance 0, and also invisible. So I can hide it here. Okay, this one. Let's see, 14. 14 for the hot rod and 12 for the dragster. Okay, add 2 more spheres. Place, adjust, attach, 12, visible, no, collision, no, not collision. Add, sphere, place, adjust, attach, 12, visible, no. Okay. I mean, I had a friend who also made a lot of this, and he didn't go into 3D modeling, but he did go into programming. So it was fun for him to play around, but he took a different path. Wait, the dragster is 14. Okay, and one more. Have each will have 2 spheres attached to them. So they blow up twice before blowing up for good. 14. Okay. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we got 6 spheres, 2 for each car. And they're all invisible. Okay. So we have this global information, which allows me to change things that are in the world. Like, I can actually change the time of day if I want. Make it at night. But I don't want it. I don't want to. Afternoon. I can change the view of the starting view of the scene. So it will start on pilot with cockpit, or pilot with no cockpit, left side, right side, rear, bomb, or the spotter plane. The gears, well, I don't think the gears are retractable on that plane. So here is if I want to make my own scene for the career mode. I can define how many dollars to reward the pilot who can perform this stunt on the first take, how many, what's the penalty for crashing, and what's the penalty for each additional take. Like this kind of defines the score, but since I'm not making this to give score to anyone, it doesn't matter. Max takes also doesn't matter. The camera, also the starting camera, doesn't matter. And this is, you can actually make a scene like this that, let me start, weapon, start gun, flaps up, okay. You can actually make a scene that kind of edits itself. You can have the events, the programming define, okay, when to cut to each camera. So like, okay, when it, after a certain time, cut to this camera, then wait a certain time, then cut to that camera. So you can have a self-editing scene, or you can have all the cameras running at the same time, and then you do the editing yourself in the editing room. So that's, in the beginning of the game, it asks, do you want to do your own editing? All the scenes from the actual stunts that you can perform in the game, which can actually be loaded here. If I can actually load the Barnstorm set, and look at this. These are the collision windows and the plane that it starts. You can actually study how they built each of the stunts that you can perform. So there's a collision window on the bottom. That's, if you hit it, it will declare error, plane too low. The stunt coordinator said you're not allowed to land the plane, so they prevent that by putting this collision camera, and then you programming it to end the stunt in a failure if you hit that collision screen. If you hit either one of these two, you also fail because you went too far right or too far left. But if you hit this one, then you succeed, or you partially succeed. And then I guess there's a second one here, and you can see where the cameras are to capture all the scenes of. So yeah, you have you can actually, you have all the combines that will start moving to the side. Kind of cool. Okay, load back my own. So Chrysler Building, statue. No, oh, here we go. So I could actually make if I wanted to, I could actually make the cars already start running. But if I added the speed here, it would start at that speed, but I can also have 0, or I can animate it. If I click animate, the animate button, suddenly these numbers, the speed and the facing numbers, they will, wait, why is the dragster seek? The dragster should be free. Page 0, what? Yeah, go to. There we go. Yeah, if I press the anim button, suddenly these are 0, because if I have the animation button on, I can define these values. I turn off, it goes back to the regular one. So you have 2 sets of facing and heading value, one for animation, one without animation. Speed also can also be changed. So these are how much these properties will change every second. So if I click animate and put speed 5, it will increase the object speed every 5 seconds. So it's kind of a way to make the object accelerate. So if I just changed its speed to 10, it will start right very fast. But if I change the animation speed to 5, it will reach 10 in 2 seconds. And if I have the facing, this will also be how many degrees it turns every second. So it will start depending how high this number is. This will make it roll around. This will make it do this. This is a yaw. This will, if I had left this on, the car will start spinning on its own for no reason. So this will be 0. And the heading, once again, the heading in this free object type it can be different. So I could have the car just start going to the right, even though it's facing forward, if because the yaw is, the heading is animated to change every second by 5 degrees. So yeah, that's how you can animate your objects, making them change, make them roll, make them make curves, make them do all sorts of things. But like I said, this will not be their starting position. This will come later, because now we get to actually do some programming. The events screen. Look at this. If, and, then. Yeah, this is a way to make simple programming. So, for example, if there's collision, crash, time, weapon count. Collision is how you can define, okay, object 1 and object 2. Object 2 will be this. So if the plane collides with the collision window, and nothing, I can add some more terms after a certain amount of time has passed, before a certain amount. If the event, this other event has occurred, you can have flags, which are kind of like variables. You can have a flag. You can set a flag or have a flag compare, is the flag in this value or is the flag different from this value? You can have another event set a value to a flag and then have this event compare it to see, did that thing happen or not? Or if this other event not happen before? Is the plane speed lower or higher than this? So you can define a lot of terms of exactly what exactly needs to happen and what are the limits for the event to be successful. So right now it'll be pretty simple. I just want, when the plane collides with the collision window that I set up, I want those cars to start moving. So then get award money again. If I wanted to make the points system, I'm not going to change the dragsters. So look at that. Look at all the things you can change. You can change the shape. You can make it become another object. You can change its position, its altitude. You can make it elevate. Well, I think it just changes very quickly. Switch. If I want to make it slowly elevate, I would have to change the pitch heading to 90 degrees and then change the speed. But if I wanted to go straight up suddenly, then I switch the altitude here. Roll, pitch, yaw. Again, these three will suddenly change its position to that roll, pitch, and yaw that I defined. And this one, heading, pitch, heading, yaw, same thing. Heading, pitch, heading, yaw. Heading, yaw, animation. Heading, pitch, animation. Speed. So I don't want to have them go suddenly. I want to have acceleration. Here we go. Change acceleration to 10. And also, so cut to, like I said, I can make the cameras, I can make this scene auto edit, so I can have a condition. So if this condition happen, cut to this camera. So maybe, yeah, I'll cut to this camera. Cut to this camera. And also change, actually, I can actually insert, yeah, click the insert, put my mouse cursor here, press the insert key, and I can actually insert a new line above the line that I put. So cut to this camera. Actually, not just, I don't want to, no, I want to cut and then wait maybe 2 seconds and then change the dragsters, the speed of the planes. Fade, you want to fade out, explode, you can have an object explode. Finish, if the stunt is successful, you finish the stunt. Kill is to remove an object from the scene. Modify flag, set flag, you can change the flag values. The flags are just numbers. You can, flag number 1 is value number whatever. Flag number 2 is value number 500. Maybe no, 500 is too big, I think. 10. So you can just set different flags to different values just to help read value, other events read certain values. You can set time. You can change the time of day. I think that's how they made that time of day movie where it was getting brighter. Hydrate. Okay. I'm speaking too much. I need to hydrate. Set flags at time. Start recording. So I could actually make it so, again, I can make it edit itself, but I can make it so the recording doesn't start when the stunt starts. I can have the stunt play for a little bit, and then once a certain condition is met, then I start recording. I can play a sound. I can stop an object, make it have the speeds cut to 0, I think. Stop recording and wait for a few seconds. So, okay, let's change the other cars. Acceleration, maybe a different acceleration, slight, so they don't go very in the same speed. And then change this one to acceleration. So I can actually also change the method. Method is that type of object, free, face, free, spot, follow, attach, seek. So I can actually have an object start as a seek object, but then change into a free object after certain conditions are met. Or I can change its object. So I could actually make maybe a camera follow a specific path. If I put a bunch of little spheres and have, okay, after you collide with one sphere, change method object to the next sphere. Then it will seek that next sphere. And once it collides with that one, change method object to the next one. So I kind of create a trail if I want to have a very precise camera movements in the 3D space. I could make that with this by changing the method object, the seek object, to next one. Change the visibility and collidability. That's just changes that button that we saw earlier. Auto zoom, that's for the object, and distance, that's for the if it's in that follow spot or attach method that has it is a certain distance from an object. I can change it. Zoom is also for the watch. I can change the zoom of a camera. So yes, acceleration to 11. Okay, what else? So this one shot means this will only happen once. If I turn this off, every time this collided with this, it will keep repeating the same thing. So I only want it to happen once. I don't want it to happen multiple times for every. But of course, it depends on what you want to do. Okay, so now I want to, okay, if I can also put any object and any weapon to collide with something else. I can have any object collide with any object. Any collision happens, if there's anything collides with anything else, something will happen. But so I can actually put any weapon collide with the dragster. So if any weapon hits the dragster, here's what I want to happen. I want it to start rolling, and then the spheres will start exploding, and then it will explode. So I want to change the dragster's not heading. The heading will stay the same. It will keep going forward, but maybe the roll and yaw animation will change. So the roll and yaw animation will change to 20. I'm just spitballing values here. Maybe if I see it and I'll think, oh, it's spinning way too fast or spinning way too slow, I can change it later. And roll on. No, wait, not the roll animation. The yaw animation. Change dragster's yaw animation to 20 as well. So it will start rolling, and then I want maybe wait 1 second, have the sphere explode. So wait, which sphere is the one attached to the dragster again? Dragster is 13. No, that's Formula 1. Dragster 12. Yeah, so it's sphere 18 and 19. Okay. Yeah, you gotta sometimes have notes when you do these things. So explode sphere 18, object 18. I don't have a. Maybe I'll delete this cut to camera again and wait 2 seconds. So I have more space here. I can do my own editing later. I don't have to have the camera being cut automatically. So I want to wait 1 more second. Then explode the second sphere. Number 19. Then wait 1 second. And explode the dragster. There we go. So now I want to do the same thing with the other cars. So what I can do... Wait, what? I picked the wrong one. This is the one that I added information on the wrong thing. Dang it. Wait 1 second. Okay. Go back here. Explode. 18. Wait 1 second. Explode sphere 19. Wait 1 second. Then explode dragster. Okay. And this one, delete this one. Delete. I guess I could change the camera angle now, but oh well, I'll leave it at that. Okay, so if any weapon hits the dragster, change the roll animation to 20, change the yaw animation to 20, wait 1 second, explode spear, wait 1 second, explode, then wait 1 second, explode the dragster. So I'm gonna copy this, paste here, and now I can just change the object to the Formula 1 car. Formula 1 car, roll animation 20. Formula 1 car, roll animation 20. The spheres will be also different. Be 16 and 17. And explode the Formula 1 car. Okay, if any weapons hit Formula 1 car, so yeah, I'm programming. Paste. Yeah, clear just clears everything. Any weapon hits... No. Any weapon hits the hot rod. Change the hot rods. Same thing. Change the hot rods. Animation to 20. So explode. This one is sphere 20 and 21. And explode the hot rod. There you go. I think once I explode the hot rod, the camera that's following the sphere that is, the camera that is following the sphere should stop, right? I think so. Yeah. Okay. Anything else? I think we're good. Let me save here. Place, yes. Okay. Time to fly. Time to film the scene. Let's see. Fly stunt. But so yeah, I'll be trying to hit those cars as they are moving. Let's see if I can do this.
Quiet on the set, speed, and action.
Wait. Cut. Did something wrong here.
Let's try it again.
Let's try it again.
Quiet on the set.
Should have had it start with... they're not moving.
Cut.
Something wrong here. And oh, I didn't add I didn't enable the collision for the Bristol Bulldog. There you go. That's what... Gotta debug my set. There you go. I had collision enabled for the collision window, but not for the plane. Of course, if you're going to calculate two objects colliding, they have to have collision. Yeah, by the way, did I enable collision on the cars? Yes, I did. I did not enable explode because they will be exploding when I tell them to, not right when they collide. But yeah, okay, let's see what else. I want to pilot no cockpit and maybe change the speed of the plane. Maybe it's a little too fast. Maybe 150. Okay. Save. Fly stunt.
Quiet on the set, speed, and action.
Kind of wonder why do they say speed? Apparently, this is for when equipment took a while to get going. Okay, I think the car started moving, but my collision window is a little too close. The cameras, cameras needed time to get going, so speed was the they are announcing, okay, the cameras are starting to roll. After a while, okay, then you can start recording. So kind of course, nowadays they don't say that. They say what? Lights, camera, action, or something. Quiet on the set, lights, cameras, action. But back in the old-timey days, they will say speed and action. Okay, so to be a little further east, so it should be. See, 500? No, maybe 700. Maybe one block to the right. 800. There you go. Okay, let's try it again. Yes, save the stat before flying.
Quiet on the set.
Yeah, the dragster is not moving.
Cut.
And I think they're going too slow. I might increase their acceleration. Yeah, there's a lot of trial and error sometimes. Okay, why is the dragster not moving? Change dragster's acceleration to 10. Change form acceleration to 11. That's weird. Wait, free? Is this still? No, it's free. And this one is free. Altitude one. Did I mess around with anim 00? Watch off. Yeah, not sure why it happened. Let me try switching the cameras just to see you.
Quiet.
Okay, so this is the camera that's going to see there. Unfortunately, because I'm running this on DOSBox, I can't really cut to other cameras because the other cameras I need to press Control F4, Control F5, Control F6, but all these keys do things in DOSBox. So I can only press Control F3. That one does nothing. But if I press like Control F9, that closes the game. Okay, so why is the dragster not moving? What is this camera? Oh yeah, that's the other one. Still building hits. These two are changing. Change dragsters. Okay, let me make them out faster, a little faster. Maybe 20. Change this one to 22. Change this one to 19. Save the set.
Quiet on the...
Yeah, the dragsters stay behind for some reason. Yeah. Kind of worked. Their rolling animation way too slow. I might increase that.
Cut.
Try. Yeah, I don't know why the maybe if I put it this like this and change the camera, maybe that's the problem. Well, it shouldn't be, but okay. Any weapon hits dragster. Okay, the roll animation is too slow, so I'm gonna make it 100. And 100. Change. 100. 100. Change. 100. Okay.
Quiet on the set. Speed.
Just click to speed things up. Again, it just stayed behind. What?
Cut.
Kind of crashed into the ground.
Let's try it again. Quiet. Cut.
Maybe I'll add another. What if I have another object? For some, maybe something. Yeah. Dragster 12. I don't see what's the problem with this. Collision. Shadow visualization. Wait, 270. Wait. When your heading, it's different. Going in a different direction. Maybe that's the problem. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Okay, I think I fixed it. I found the bug.
Quiet on the...
Okay, it's an altitude. Yeah, now it's going. Oh.
Cut.
Try it again.
Let's try it again. Quiet on the...
I'm gonna shoot you down. I'm gonna create my own little mini games like that. Oh, wait. Wait, one more. No, okay.
Cut.
No, I cut. I needed to take all three at once.
Quiet.
Try again. Take 3. Yeah, do not hit the dragster.
Let's try it again. Quiet.
Kind of tough. Maybe I should make it easier on myself and make a bigger collision window.
Let's try it again.
What is it? Is there something wrong with the dragster colliding? No. We start from one side. And then... No, it is colliding. The problem is I have to look down. Is it not colliding? Wait, hang on. Is it not responding to my shots?
Try it again. What?
I have to look down to aim at the cars, so I kind of have to... Yeah, because their acceleration is constant, they're getting faster and faster, so I don't have a lot of time to shoot them down. Okay, these two got shot, right? Where's the dragster? Is the dragster not responding to my shots? Maybe there's something wrong with the event.
Let's try it again. What?
Maybe it's because was it because I changed the line? No, it is colliding. It's just harder to hit it, I guess.
Let's try it again. What?
Okay. Yeah, kind of hard to see how close you are to the ground, but that's why the altitude numbers are for.
Cut.
I think I got it. That's a wrap. Print film, action take. That's a wrap. I think I got the scene. I got the take. So let's go to post-production and let's edit our film. So this is the editing room. We got the different camera views loaded up on the deck. Yeah, because the slots for cameras only go to number 8. We can only have 8 cameras. The pilot view is the camera from the plane itself, the spotter plane. And there's the 3, 4, 5, and I only added 3 extra cameras. So we can actually see what our scene looks like from each camera view. So let me check this one. No. Yeah. See? I got the shot of them taking off. Yeah, the spot camera kind of went spot camera kind of moved in a way that I didn't intend it to, but I think we can still use this. Yeah, kind of more dynamic shot than I intended to, but still works. And then there's this shot. Kind of see the plane coming. And of course I'm going to cut before this happens. And then I'm going to cut to the spotter plane. And then cut. Okay. I'm just planning out my shots. So I want to start with this view. So how am I going to edit this? This is the source screen. This is the destination screen. So this is where the film, the finished film will stay. This is where I decide. Okay, what scene goes first? Okay, so I have to decide a start and end section for the scene selector. So I'm gonna start not exactly at the beginning, but around here. Wait. Okay, where? So this sync button makes it so I can all the cameras are using the same timer, so I can kind of see. Okay, this happens here at 4 seconds and 30. So I'm gonna cut here. Okay. So from this camera, from this mark to this mark, I want to record this scene. So I press record. It goes to the destination deck. Okay. Next, I'm gonna switch to this camera, and now mark here. Maybe a little earlier. It doesn't have to be exactly. Mark. Cut right before they go. Okay, and then of course cut here, and then I go to the end, press record, and now I added another scene. So now you can see the result here. This, and then this, and then let's see. We cut to the spotter plane, I think. Or to this one. Right, go to this. This is where, yeah, I want to have some continuity between the shots, so I don't want to change the cameras before the last one cut. So start this one. Oh, not a lot of time for this camera though. Maybe I will cut a little earlier than this one. I want to show this more. So. Oh no, actually, I want to show this part of the camera as well. So. And this next, okay. Okay, so I think I'll go with the spotter plane view, and then I'll cut to that one. Okay, where? When does the explosion start? Around here. Okay. Mark end. It's already late there. Okay. I'm just planning out my shots. Okay. Kind of like what, yeah, I guess kind of like what an editor does. You already filmed your shots. You can't go back and film it again. You got to make use of all the shots that you already have, and then build your movie like this. So I'm gonna record this, and then after that I'll switch to this camera. Yeah. And then record that, and then I guess go back to the spotter plane. Mark at the end. And record. Okay, let's watch our movie. Let's see how it looks. Going there. Seeing from the spotter plane is a little too quick, maybe. But yeah, I think it works. But this scene. Okay, so now let's add some effects. Right here, for example, I want maybe a sound of a screeching tires for when the cars take off. So here, around here, one step I can go one frame at a time. Here, mark. I can add some effects. This first shot needs to be longer. I think it's okay. I mean, of course, like I said, I am limited to the time it. I think I am limited to the time I spent recording, actual recording. If I wanted it to be longer, I would have to go back and record another scene, another take of the plane lasting a little more before I start recording. So yeah, for now, I'm just gonna do this. So here's some effects that I can add. I can add audio. I can add silence, which is kind of different than there's I can add audio, and then in the audio there is a silence option, but which is kind of different from this one. This one is if I want to clear an audio from the scene. For example, if I didn't want the gunshots, I could use silence to silence everything. But I don't want to. I want to keep I want to keep the audio. But the thing is that the way the audio in this game works is it only marks when the audio starts, so it doesn't like have a track with all the seconds. So I can't actually. This is used to remove an audio start from the scene, but I can also add a silence audio cue to a scene if I want that audio cue to interrupt another sound effect. Does that make sense? So this will not interrupt a sound. This will remove a sound that is going to be played at a certain time. But if I add audio, and I think here in yeah, I can select silence. I can make this silence replace another audio after a certain time, so that will interrupt an audio and stop it from playing. So that's kind of two different ways to remove sound from the scene. So yeah, we can actually check out all the different sound effects. There's different music, and there's different volumes, 4 different volumes, and 2 channels. So yeah, there are only 2 channels that we can play audio in. One is, I guess, for music, another is for sound effects. So if I have I can't have 2 sound effects and music playing at the same time. Otherwise, it stops. One will interrupt the other. And loop is if I want to obviously have the sound looping. So you have different soundtracks. Let's start. Let's see what. No, wait. Let me first add. I said I want a screeching tire, so let me check. Got air terminal, artillery, far. I guess if you want to have a war epic, you want to make it look like you're in the middle of a battlefield. Birds, boat engine, boxcars. If you're looking like you're on a train, busy freeway. Cannon. Car skid, here we go. Guess I can count sounds like a car that's taking off as well, maybe. So I want the sound effects to be on channel 2. So if I play this, see how it sounds. Yeah, it works. So obviously there needs to be some explosion sounds here. Mark. Effects. Audio. Sound effects. There's clock. Of course I want to loop it. Cows. Maybe this one. More sudden crash. This one sounds like a car crashing. This one sounds like something big crashing. Maybe I'll add this one and explosion sounds as well. Like add some explosion sounds. Here we go. Now let me check the other ones. Crowd boos. Crowd cheers. Crowd groans. Crowded city. Might use this at the beginning actually. Closing doors, maybe like a big hangar door. Drawbridge. Ducks. Electricity. Okay, let's see. Let's try out the explosions. No. A little too big and no, too... Maybe... No. I like this one. No. This one's nice as well. We got lots of different explosion sounds. Maybe 11? No. 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 Okay, so I like 6, 8, and 11. Maybe. Maybe increasing the size. So first 11, then 8, then 6, then yeah, sounds like a good idea. Might as well check out the other sound effects. Horn, foghorn, grenade, which I guess is another explosion sound. Hatch, heartbeat. Which you heard it in the intro while they were counting down. There was this sound effect. Helicopters, horses. Jet idle. Side a jet. Jet startup. Machine. Passing truck. I might use this prop engine flyby. Taxi jet, like you're in the airport. Truck. That doesn't sound like a truck exploding, it just sounds like a truck's accelerating. What? I guess if it's about to explode, you cut to an explosion sound. But okay, let's go to explosion sounds. One here, and then 1 second later. I mean, yeah, there are 3 explosions, so I might as well play the 3 different explosions that I liked. 8. And then 1 second later, when the car actually explodes, this one. Audio, sound effects. Explosion 6. Okay, let's see how it sounds. Need another explosion sound there. Mark. Sound effects. There you go. There you go. Maybe here I'll have that propeller plane sound. There was prop engine flyby. No, it doesn't make sense for a flyby to be on a camera that's following the plane. Oh well, never mind. Let's check sound effect 2. Air terminal 2. Listen. I mean, there's a breaking glass sound effect. You can maybe make a glass breaking off screen to make it look like someone broke glass. Oh, I like this better than the other one. Yeah. Check. What does this one sound like again? Yeah. Or maybe I'll have the car skating sound as it's as it starts to roll like this. I have two different sounds. Like, yeah, maybe this one. Add sound effect car skid. What else? Cartoon arrow. Boing. Cartoon clunk. Very cartoony sound effects. Splat. Boing. Wish. Kind of sounds like Splat. A little different. Cartoon water? What does cartoon water sound like? City suburbs, combustion. Crickets. Rush. Electroshock. Engine failure. Explosion big, explosion, a lot of more explosion sounds. Falling man. Falling objects. Oh wait, I've been adding oh dear, I've been adding sounds to channel 1. Oh well, I guess the first one I'll have to change the first one to channel 1 and then add music to channel 2. Motor flash. Freeway with train. Grunt and groan. High swoosh. What engine? Insect. More jet sounds, but I'm not using a jet. Jungle. Load motor, machine gun. Machine number 2. Machine gun. Maybe I'll put this one instead of the shots fired. Metal stretch. Weird missile sounds. Mosquito. Pig. Plane landing. Police siren. Okay. Here we have some propeller sounds that I might use. Propeller startup. Big feet. Yeah, that's another cartoony sound. Radio chat, which we also heard in the intro. Respirator. Ricochet. Rocket launch. Semi-auto gun. Silence. Like I said, used for interrupting a sound. Small arms fire. Thud. Kind of sounds like another car skid. These are much louder than the boxcar sounds. I guess you pick just the sound depending on where the camera is. Is it inside the train? Is it outside? Is it camera from far away? UFO takeoff. Warning beeps. Water. Just a water drop. Water sounds. Like a pebble hitting the water. A rock hitting the water. Whistle. And wind. Okay. Come on, sounds. Propeller, prop. Piston prop. Yeah, I guess these are for the plane. Regular plane sounds. There's actual voices here.
And action.
Audience. Yeah, all the sound effects used in the game are available here.
Awesome. Cut. Let's try it again. Cut. Great flying, kid. Guess I zigged when I should have zagged. Hold. We're not ready for you. Let's try it again. Man, I'm glad my seat back and tray table were in their full upright and locked position. Maybe I can sneak away before the camera crew finds me.
Yeah, these are spoken by the pilot if he crashes while he's flying a stunt. Uh-oh. Oh, missile fire. I shouldn't have... Oh, no. I shouldn't have tested this. The game crashes whenever I... dang it. I think I lost my scene here. I did not save, I did not print. I mean, I have the take still, but... I just lost my movie. Dang it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to restart the game. I don't remember if this is something that happens with the... Okay, action take. With cut, without cuts, without cuts. There we go. I don't know if that happens with the original GOG version, but yeah, with my version that came with my original, with my CD-ROM game, every time I tried firing a missile from one of the planes, the game crashed. I can only fire guns or bombs. But okay, I guess we'll do this again. Start from here. I already know what to do, so just mark, record, cut to this one. Mark, record, cut to this one. Yeah, maybe now I can make it that's a little longer. Mark, record, And then cut to this one. Mark. Wait, I think I've been doing something wrong here. I haven't been marking the end of the shots. Oh no, never mind. Okay, it works. Okay. And wait, good. And record, and then switch back to this. To the end. Okay. Record. Okay, got my movie back. Now I just gotta add the sound effects. Just keep going, but keep checking this, but skip the missile fire.
Okay, we're ready. Oh, well, any landing I can walk away from. Jeez, look at that plane! Quiet on the set.
Silence. Yeah. Speed.
Speed. That's a wrap. Wait a minute. Back is up. Up is down. Left is, left. Right? You missed your last mark.
Okay. Yeah, we'll check music later. Let me add the sound effects first. This one I used car skid. Yeah. Channel 1. Yeah, I'll put the music on channel 2. On channel 2. Yeah, there's already gunfire. I don't think I need more. This one will be another car skid, but a different type. Sound effect 2, car skid. Yeah. And then explosions. Oops. Mark. Audio sound effect 1. It was 11, 8, and 6, I believe. 11. Eight. And then 1, 6, 1, 6 here. And then another later. There, one here. There you go. We're back to where we started before the crash. Let's review our movie. The sounds. Okay. Nice. Now let's see. Let's add some music. Oh yeah, I cannot start at the exact start because of how the game works. Yeah, it marks where the sound starts, not the entire thing. So yeah, gotta be at least one frame after it. Okay, let's see which music fits with this scene better. Action, channel 2. nice. A little too happy. I need a more tense music. Maybe. It sounds a little better. Very rock and roll. Well, this bump. Very triumphant. Kind of weird. He's a little tense. Very suspenseful. Almost feels like it belongs in a sitcom or something. Maybe. Ooh, here we go. Chase sound. Chase music. Maybe this one. Let's check out the others. Not quite. How about this one? Scarier? I like the first one better though. Country music? Okay, let's check music number 2. Generic. It doesn't really fit, but still sounds pretty nice. It's very kind of melancholic, or at the end of a movie or scene or something. So yeah, they have a quite a wide variety of music for your scenes. Maybe this one also. This one sounds nice for my scene. Feels like something's approaching. Something's going to happen. Anticipation. Another very happy music. Sounds like something you'd hear in a point-and-click adventure or something. Very triumphant. Yeah, quite the victory fanfare. You succeeded in your mission, or something. Another very cartoony music. Leave? Ah, that's the music from the ferry when you leave the game. Suspense 1. Maybe. No, my scene's not quite as suspenseful as this music makes it seem. Okay. Like an espionage scene or something. You can almost let the music drive your imagination. What are you picturing when you're hearing this? And then you film the scene to match the music instead of picking the music to match the scene. Win? It kind of feels like credits from a video game. Congratulations, you won the game. And theme, of course, from the intro. So yeah, all the scenes that you saw in the intro movie, you can recreate with editing, with film the scenes and add the music. Okay, so let me hear a bit again. Generic number 4. How about suspense number 2? Number 1. I'll go back to chase number 3. I think this one fits better. Panel number 2. Okay. Let's see. See how it sounds. Yeah. And it ended exactly where my clip ends. Nice. Matched perfectly. So, but I also want this to do a quick fade out. I don't want to just freeze like that. So I'm gonna mark this and then mark here. No, maybe a little earlier. Like 1 second. 1 second of fade out. So I'm gonna add another effect so I can, yeah, silence, credit. I can put letters on the screen. I can color. I can make it black and white. I can change, make it shift from color to black and white. I can change the speed, make it a little slower, maybe. What if I make it 50% slower? Let's see what it looks like. It looks like, yeah, it looks like the plane is slowing down. Maybe undo, and I'll put this entire clip a little slower. Yeah. Up until the end. Not 50%, maybe 75% slower. Yeah, not a lot of difference, but now I have a little more time for my fade out. So now I click fade, and I want it to start at 100% and end at 0. That will make it fade out. If I make it start at 0 and end at 0 and end at 0, it would suddenly switch to a black screen. But I don't want it to suddenly switch to a black screen. I want it to be a smooth transition. So, okay. Here it looks. And fade out. But also now I want to add some seconds here at the end. So I can actually add a freeze frame at the end. If I put the start and end selection on the same place and hit record, it'll actually ask me how long do I want to hold this frame for. So I don't know, 10 seconds. There you go. And now back here. I want all this added seconds to be black screen. So fade this time start at black screen and end at black screen. And this time I want there to be credits. Let's see. A film by and Leonardo Jones. Leonardo Jones. Then I'll mark here and add credits. The end. That should replace the previous credits. There we go. The end. And mark. And I don't need these extra seconds, so I'm going to delete this. There we go. Delete the marked selection. And I think we're done. So I think, yeah, the music... Hang on, the music replaced the gun sound effect because it was on the same channel, so I'm going to add it back. Mark here. Okay. Let's add some sound, some machine gun. I think it was sound effect 2. Machine gun, here we go. The first one, maybe? Or I can go common sounds. And I think this one had machine gun blast. Yeah. Let's just loop it. Okay. Should be better now. Yep. And fade out. A film by Leonardo Jones. The end. There you go. Perfect. Print. Action film. Real film in the theater? Sure. The end. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, they liked it. So yeah. This is how you make movies in Stunt Island. Prepare your set, film your scene, save the take file, bring the take file to the editing room, do some editing magic, and then print your film and have people watch the film on the theater. Anything else? Yeah, with cuts, if I had the movie, if I had the set designed so it would cut automatically between the cameras. So, yeah, now it's only one. Delete effects. Yeah, speed, fade, color. I mean, yeah, if you want to make a film in black and white, you can just record the entire film. No. Record the entire film and then mark it all the way to the end and just have it color. Oops. Mark at the beginning. There you go. Color. Now the entire movie is black and white. Even the source. Yeah, undo if I want to do it. Preview. Preview will show the selection that I have. Here as well. The part that I had selected. I can also, if I didn't like something in my film, I can load it back up and reload the movie. I can actually load other take files to add it to the movie. I'm just not limited to one take file. I can make one take with one scene in one location, save it, then set up another set in another location, film it, save it as another take, and then keep piling up a bunch of takes, and then load all of one after the other onto the source to the destination deck here, and then just keep building my movie. And that's I guess just how they do it in Hollywood. And print movie, yeah. I think this is it. So the only thing that I didn't do in this demonstration of Stunt Island, I guess, is do the career mode, which I kind of think it might take a while. So maybe I should leave it for another stream. I think if a stream where I just fly stunts to try and build and win the game. I don't know how. Yeah, because I do know that in order to beat the championship, the Stunt Island Pilot of the Year championship, I have to successfully fly 26 stunts, and some of them might take a couple tries. So yeah, that might take at least another hour or two. So yeah, I don't want to stay here for much longer. And I think that might deserve its own stream where I play this as a pilot trying to earn money by doing stunts. But yeah, we might come back to Stunt Island at a later date.
Okay, Ace. Congratulations. You made it to the show.
Try one of these. Yeah. I think that's a good idea. Yeah, very. I mean the environments are very well drawn, I guess. I think. Editing. I can actually load not just load takes onto the source deck, but I can actually load films. Of course, it can't be without cuts. The film always has cuts. But yeah, I can load a completed film and then edit the completed film onto another film if I want to. It's very, very flexible that way.
What plane do you want to scout locations with?
Fly the space shuttle a little bit. Just for funsies. Of course, I don't think they ever flew the space shuttle like this. I mean, the space shuttle was meant just for landing, not for taking off. way the shuttle would take off is with the rockets attached to it, not like that. But yeah, as it's a bigger plane than the other one, it very much feels more sluggish, like to control. Like I'll press to the side, take a while for it to turn, and see, now I'm pressing on the other side, and it takes a while to turn again. So yeah, obviously the other planes like the jets, they are much quicker to maneuver than something like this space shuttle or something like the 747. Gears are still down. Flaps are still down. Wonder if I can land on the same airstrip. I actually remember as a kid I would challenge myself to try and take off from this landing strip and this tiny strip. On the desert, and then fly all the way across the mountain onto another airport on another city, just to kind of use this as a flight simulator, as I mean, challenge myself to take off from one location and land in another location. Not because the game asked me to, but because I wanted to see if I could do it. I can actually press the A button to an autopilot, so it just automatically levels the plane, and I can just sit back and wait to arrive at the location. Or I can just try and land right here. I mean, it doesn't really matter where I land. Okay, let me cut my speed, flaps down, gears down. There's my altitude. Lowering the speed, lowering the altitude. Lowering the speed even more. Should be able to see my shadow soon. There it is. Ooh. Then I hit the brakes. Cut the power. I should cut power and then hit brakes, but there you go. Successfully landed the space shuttle. This random field. Kind of funny that there's an instant death button that if I have my plane parked like this and I press the button to retract gears, it immediately explodes. I mean, it counts as a crash. You are, even though it's not very high, but you're still touching the ground. Anytime you collide with one of the permanent locations on the island, that counts as a crash. So you immediately explode. Oh yeah. So I could go to the ferry. Leave on ferry. End this game. Yes. Start a new game. So if I did, I could say, do you want to be the competition? I could say yes. I'm new to the island, or I've been here before. This is, do you want to create a new account or a new name, or load an existing name? So I'm new to the island. Put Leonardo. My nickname. This is what the stunt coordinator will call me. And the default is Ace. So when he says, hey Ace or something, he's calling me for this one. So, oh, I want to be called Avenger. Yeah, I'm an Avenger now. Are you going to do your own editing? No, I mean, this is, if I say yes, every time I film a stunt, instead of going to the theater to see my completed stunt, I'll go to the editing room to do the editing myself, and I don't want to do that, so no.
Okay, Avenger. Congratulations. You made it to the show.
See, now he calls me Avenger. And now I can't select any scene, any stunt. I have to... Only the first 6. And every time I complete a new stunt, every time I complete a new stunt, I'll have access to another one. Or I can press the risk button and it will automatically randomly select one of the high-risk stunts that will pay a lot of money, but also very dangerous, so I might fail. And I cannot decline, so this is very much a gamble.
Should be a cakewalk. See you when you're done.
So, yeah, right now I'm not going to do it. Set design, no, exit. Although there is a way to do a little bit of save scumming in this, because once if you're into the competition and you select leave on ferry, it asks, do you want to save the game? I say yes. Do you want to save your pilot, as in save the progress that you've made so far? I can select no, and then the progress that I've done will be deleted. So I mean, I can save right now and start a new game. Yes, a competition, and I've been here before. Load, Leonardo. So you're Avenger, yes. I'm gonna start new, no. So if, for example, I'm trying to do a stunt, and then I take too many takes, like 4 or 5 takes, and then okay, I'm taking too many takes. I will even if I succeed the next time, the penalty will not be worth it. I can just leave, end the game, not save my pilot, start a new game, reload my save, and then try again from scratch, as if it's the first take. So yeah, there is a way to do a little bit of save scumming in this, so you're more it's more likely that you will win the competition. If you fail too many times, you can give up on that attempt, reload, and try again from the first stunt. See if you can complete it on the first few tries. If you don't complete it on the first few tries, go to the ferry, don't save the pilot, reload the game, restart the game, reload your pilot, and then if you do succeed it in a couple of takes, you go to the ferry, but then you save your pilot. You want to save the game? Yes, you want to save the pilot, because that way you save your progress, and then you reload and try another stunt. So yeah, there you can not save your mistakes, but then save your successes, and that ensures that you only have successes. So that is a way to beat the game, because yeah, some of these stunts can be quite challenging, and I don't think I would be able to win most of them in very few stunts, in very few takes, in order to beat the game without doing some save scumming. So yeah. But yeah, I think I'll do that next time. It's been almost 4 hours. That's kind of a standard stream length for me. Even though this is a special occasion, I don't want to be too long. And like I said, it might take a few hours. So yeah, maybe I'll save another stream for the Stunt Island career mode, where I attempt to beat this game in as if it were a game, not just a 3D animation and editing tool, like I did just now. So yeah, for now, I'm not starting a new game, no. Goodbye, Stunt Island. Disney software. There you go. So yeah, that was Stunt Island. Hope you enjoyed learning about what I played around as a kid. And yeah, I do still have some of the movie files when I was a kid, but yeah, I rewatched some of them, and yeah, they're all cringe. I'm not going to show any of them. I mean, most of them are just random scenes where I play around with some functionalities. I did try to tell a very simple story, but also, I mean, because you can't really insert your own dialogue. The way I did dialogue in my stories was kind of like they did in the silent movies. I would keep cutting into a faded black screen with the credits and keep having those credits be the lines of the characters, what they were speaking, almost like a silent movie. But yeah, because yeah, I did that as a kid. Most of those lines are in Portuguese, so I don't want to also be live translating these movies as they go. So yeah. But yeah, this was fun. I enjoyed relearning and revisiting this game. I mean, it did have quite an impact in my childhood. Made me want to pursue 3D modeling, I think. I did play around with a lot of other 3D software as a kid, even before I started really learning really committing to teaching myself how to make 3D models. But every time I found a demo of a new software, I would try it out and try doing random things just to play around. But yeah, this was one of the first ones where I would play around with the idea of building 3D scenes and making animations. And so yeah, quite a lot of fun to have this as a kid. I was very lucky for this to just come with my PC when my first PC as a kid. So yeah, next, I mean, we're still in October technically, so maybe let me check. Yeah, next week, the next stream we'll be coming back to Spooky October streams. I'll be coming back to Dead Space, Alone in the Dark, and Fatal Frame 3. And then later we'll be coming back to the other games that are ongoing games, Giant Citizen Kabuto and Ultima Martian Dreams. And then we'll come back to this one maybe later on. Trying to do the career mode as a stunt pilot. Trying to win the Stunt Pilot of the Year competition, which will give me the honor of having an airfield named after me, or after my nickname at least. So yeah, hope you had fun. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time. Oh yeah, you can check out my other streams on my YouTube channel, where other milestone streams, the 100th, 200th, and 300th stream specials that I filmed, that I recorded. See, I'm still in the movie making mentality. So yeah, hope you had fun. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time. Bye.